Dhanyawad, Arun Singh ji. There are 22 speakers and the time allotted is 4 hours. So we do justice at least by utilizing 2 hours today and remaining 2 hours tomorrow. We started at 5:40. 2 hours means it will go up to 7:40. Be clear. And then every party has given some names and time has been allocated. 1-2 minutes extra is okay, but don't take more time because otherwise others' time will be lost. Madam Dr. Ami Agnew.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. So the MSME sector, as we all know, and there have been several economic surveys in the past decades that have shown that it is the growth driver, contributor to the economic growth of the country. And there can be no doubt about that.
Ma, you have 10 minutes according to your point, please.
Obliged, sir. Obliged.
There are 3 more speakers.
And the last 2 economic surveys, last 2 years economic surveys also focus on this point that yes, the MSME sector is the growth driver of the economy. It contributes to job creation and productivity in the economy. We all know that it is very well regulated. There is an MSME Development Act 2006. There have been amendments. There has been laws and codes for the workers in the sector. And we need inputs to change the definition of micro, small, and medium industry, defining this. And there was an attempt to bring this amendment, but somehow it has not come. It has to be either based on investment, it has to be based on annual turnover, or it has to be employment-based. That was the question that was raised as far as this Ministry of MSME is concerned. Sir, this sector is engaged in manufacturing activities and rendering of services. Manufacturing activities also, it has value addition to final products. And we have as many as more than 8,000 products that come out of the MSME sector. Sir, Coir, Khadi, one of the speakers has already mentioned all that. We all know about it. But today we are talking about the allocation, budgetary allocation for this particular ministry. And before I go to the specific schemes which have performed and let us down in this sector, I would just like to bring to the notice of all the speakers and the House here that as per the ministry, there are about 634 lakh units in this particular sector, and that is about talking about 2018. And I do not have the latest figures of 19. But when we are talking of 634 lakh units, and 99% of these units are in the micro sector, 0.52% in the small sector, and 0.01% in the medium sector, that is where the definition needs to be changed. And that is why we have to deal with the micro sector with utmost urgency and with a total focus on the micro sector. So 20% of the MSMEs are in the rural areas, and they constitute 40% of our labor force. And that shows the enormity and the issues involved in this particular sector, sir. But sir, the budget, which after looking to the budgetary allocations, has completely shown cuts. Sir, I will just bring to the Honorable Minister's notice 5 important schemes, sir, where there has been budget cuts in the major schemes, 2 schemes. The marketing assistance scheme, which was primarily set up to provide marketing assistance and increase competitiveness of SC, ST enterprises and entrepreneurs in both domestic and international markets. The scheme saw a sharp decline from rupees 10 crore to rupees 0.04 crore, sir. Sir, this has been a major issue which has come to the fore when you talk to even industry associations that this particular scheme has seen a major budget cut. This needs to be looked into when we are trying to promote on one hand this kind of budgetary allocations for the particular section and trying to bring them within the mainstream market. I think this is where we have utterly failed, sir. A second scheme, sir, where there has been a major budget cut is Aspire, the promotion of innovation, rural industry and entrepreneurship, which was introduced with the aim to curb unemployment by creating new jobs in the traditional and agri-based industries. The scheme has seen only 20% utilization of allocation of funds in 2019, and despite the potential, has sidelined entrepreneurs from joining the economic value chain. So this is very important, and when we are talking about these two schemes, there's been an utter failure. So three other schemes I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Minister is that there has been failing credit schemes for the MSMEs. Sir, MSMEs look to the ministry for allocations. They do not have the FDI route, they do not have that kind of major investments, they do not have access to the banks because of the several factors which I will enumerate them as barriers, why there are these challenges which the ministry will have to take up. Sir, one is the MSME accounted for only 1.23% of the total outstanding bank credit in 2019. And with lack of alternatives, a slashed budget and liquidity crunch in the market, sir, it has become increasingly difficult for businesses to find the line of credit. So this is the most important and the crux of the whole matter when we are dealing with micro industries. So second, the credit support program of all the challenges which are faced by MSMEs, availability of timely and low interest credit is the biggest hurdle, sir. Despite this, budgets have been slashed by a whopping 83.25%. From rupees 597 crore to just rupees 100 crores. So we talk of lakhs and crores of rupees. Suddenly, in the last several years, we are just throwing numbers, we are just throwing amounts. I think the common citizen of this country is unable to understand. For a simple example, a small factory unit which had 10 employees in a rural level in my state just closed down. And the woman who was the only bread earner of the family is sitting at home. This is the situation which the common man understands. That yes, earlier I was beaten by demonetization. Now my factory person owner says that there is GST which I am unable to understand, and today I have been told to go home. In absence of social welfare schemes, in absence of social security and safety net for common citizens, this is a major issue. You have cut down these credit support programs and the schemes, and you have completely slashed the budget. The third scheme, sir, of the MSME which has been affected is the interest subvention scheme for incremental credit to MSMEs. This scheme provides incentives to MSEs on board to GST platforms and was introduced only for 2 financial years. But in the second year itself, the scheme has seen a reduction by 43%, and this is completely contrary to the scheme modifications made in 2019. Sir, these are schemes that have not lived up to the expectation, or whatever has been shown as targeted and whatever has been shown when you allotted these budgets. But what is outcome is never mentioned and never pointed out to the people of the country. Let them know where is the fault lying by saying that yes, we are doing a whopping number of schemes, whether it is cluster program, whether it's a Spurti program, whether it's a Charkha program, or whether it is any other program of e-marketing. Sir, we may bring into e-commerce where it is required. But when you're talking of MSMEs and the micro units, I think the e-commerce is practically hitting the backbone of the micro industries in absence of any technological skill being given to them, any technological innovation being brought to them, in absence of any skill development, because the ground reality, if taken from the industry associations, from people affected, from closed units, will show that there has been a complete failure of Make in India, Skill India, and Digital India, because Digital India has not worked for the micro sector. It might have worked a little bit, a little percentage in the medium scale, but definitely not in the micro sector. So these schemes are very laudable schemes, no doubt about it. But if they do not percolate, if they do not translate into action, then these schemes, the reality, the ground reality has to be shown. We cannot always show a rosy picture, though we completely stare at unemployment which is facing us. Sir, these barriers have to be taken care of. With a liquidity crunch, the banks asking for collateral, these are very small units, sir. And these small units get money from their family, their friends, their savings. The savings has gone because of demonetization. Let us face that. Demonetization was the first step that has killed the micro sector, the MSME sector. The second is the GST. You may say that yes, the GST, we are improving every day, but the improvisation itself shows that it is a failure of some kind. So these two factors have started the downslide. And the second downslide is that the unemployment, which is staring in our face, almost 4.5 million jobs lost in a particular sector in the last 4 years. There are studies and studies, surveys and surveys which I cannot finish in 10 minutes. But these are barriers. People cannot go to the banks, and the banks, with the wonderful reputation now they are having, I think the common man or the small entrepreneur cannot go to these banks to get this liquid money. Sir, there should be a facility to see that loans are given easily. There should be the bottlenecks in the regulatory mechanism have to be removed, and the red tapeism, whether I see speakers talk about 70 years, sir, we could survive the economic slowdown of 2009 only because of these sectors and only because of these savings which all the people had. But demonetization has finished these sectors, and we have to face it. We have to, you cannot run away, you cannot be in a denial mode. So we are talking about a large 84% of people employed in micro sectors. We have to look at the women entrepreneurs who come forward. We want to have women empowerment, but at the same time, we are not able to give them a platform where they can come out and give their skills. They want to come out and have their identity, but these are the areas where women are not being encouraged. They cannot go to banks. They cannot get the loans. They cannot have this kind of ease of doing business, which we are continuously speaking wherever, but we are unable to show the ground reality. Sir, the MSME sector is the prime sector, and it should be at the top to get priority. Sir, I would request the minister to look into the budgetary allocations and to look at simplification of schemes so that it can reach the last person. Thank you, sir.
Shri A. Vijay Kumar.
Honorable Sir,